What's the crack, everyone, and welcome back to some more Farming Simulator 22. I've had a bit of a look at some of the contract jobs, just to make a handy few pound. So, I am going to get this all picked up, maybe in tomorrow in-game, which will still be this episode. I just, before the day ends, if you get me, I want to go and do a contract job. And then we'll skip to tomorrow, and I'll pick up all that straw, and then while we harvest the sorghum, I will have a worker either mulching this, or I might mulch, I don't know, I'll see. When can sorghum can be harvested in September either. We could leave that, because we have done a lot of harvesting in the last episode, so we might leave it for a minute. And if we pick up all the straw, do what I said, as in put all the straw into that hayloft, as much as fits, and then either bale the rest or whatever, and keep it there till the straw goes a bit higher later on in the year in price. And then we could mulch up these fields and get them cultivated, maybe in this episode, and then get one off sown in the following episode and stuff like that. So I don't really know what I'm doing, I'm kind of all over the place, but we have a lot of jobs to be doing, so this is always the busy time of the year, is the harvest time. But when it comes to winter, then we've not much jobs to do because we're skipping months. Anyway, I had a look at either this grass field. You don't get much money, it's 5 grand, which isn't bad, but you usually get, he says, mow the grass in field 2, then dry it with a tether and bale it to make hay, right? And take the bales to the livestock market. Use your own equipment or whatever. So he says that, but like, you might end up making, say, 5 bales, and when you sell 2 to the livestock market, you can keep the other 3. It says job complete, so you can keep the other 3 for yourself. But we don't really need hay, because we did just make a lot of grass for the sheep, and we really don't need more sheep or food for the sheep. But this one is silage, which silage is worth a bit more money. But like, then we have to store the bales, so again, that's not too great either, because I don't want to be having bales left around the place. Cultivating, don't want to do, because we're going to have enough cultivating of our own fields to be doing. But fertilising, that's a massive amount of money, 26 grand. We could take these and take a €2,780 loss by leasing these. But we could also use our own, because I'm pretty sure our fertiliser is as wide as that. Our is 42, and that one is only 18 meters. So we would be way faster doing that field with our own fertilizer spreader. I know we have to spend our own money on fertilizer then, but if we had another 26 grand, that would leave us up to 50,000, which would be very nice. But I just don't know how long it takes, because it is this field here, field 26, which is massive. But then again, it might only take 5 or 6 goes up. Like, I don't know, it depends on what? I don't know, maybe we're better off staying working on our own fields. I have no idea. I've never really done much of the contracts. It's hard to know what to do. I think I'm just going to pick up this straw for the start anyway, because it definitely needs to be picked up. Because if it rains, we are in trouble. So I will pick this field up, and then we might skip, or I'll do the water. I think the sheep could do it with water and one of the greenhouses, and then we will skip to the next month and see what we're doing. We probably will just mulch and cultivate this field into wheat. I think I'm going to sow wheat in this field. So anyway, without further ado, let's turn on this loading wagon and get this straw picked up in this field here now, field 41. this is the last strip of straw in this field. I have no idea how that hayloft is looking. I have no idea how much it holds. But it does have 163,000 litres in it, so I've no idea if 200,000 is the limit, 250. I've no idea, so we'll stay pumping it in to see what the limit is. It'd be interesting to know. But I don't think I'm going to do any of those contracts. I know that 26 grand will be very handy, but I just think we've enough work to be doing on our own farm. Get that ready for... I might sow canola maybe in the other field that has the straw still on it. Because we can harvest that tomorrow and get that sown straight away. If we harvest the sorghum today. Kind of all over the place, but... I did just want to check as well what was in the used machinery. There's a new loading wagon. A very big one though. It requires 300 horsepower. We don't have that. We have 260. I believe the Massey is 264, but definitely don't have the 300 horsepower to pull that. Might be able to pull it, but when it's full of straw or grass or whatever, I think that could be a different story. That is a big, big loading wagon. It's nice you can put a cover over it. And then add your silage added to the tank as well, which is on our own one. I don't think we need it. The one we have is actually fine. That cultivator is again too much. That is 450 horsepower, not a hope. We're nowhere near that. And we don't have cows, so we don't need slurry. But I will just double check that used machinery when we skip on to the next day. I'm going to go ahead and pick up all the straw in this field, but I'll probably just put it out because I think I've shown enough straw being picked up in the last episode and this episode with this field. So this is smaller, so I will just brush through it myself. If that hayloft becomes full in the meantime, I will start recording kind of again and I will see what I'm going to do, whether I'm just going to sell what's left or whether it's worth baling and leaving the bales on the trailer or in one of the bays of the sheds up there till the straw is worth more money. So yeah, I'll stay going into that hayloft for the time being, and if it gets full, I'll be back. But I'll be back when I'm done either way to see what the next job will be. Probably mulch that field or both fields, but yeah, we'll see. This is the final piece or the final load from that field. Overall it was 2 full trailer loads and this was 75% full. So I fit it all in, which I'm kind of happy about because that's 227,000 litres. And yeah, it's at €100 per 1,000. So like, it's not that much, but like it is at its worst. We are in, where are we? June? So it is going down till August, and then it's supposed to pick back up November, December, then is kind of when it's at its best, January. So that's when we're planning on selling it, is when it's worth a bit more. But as of now, it's worth €100 per 1,000 litres, so not that much. Yeah, so basically it's about 20,000 for all of what's in that now at the minute. So yeah, I think it's definitely worth keeping. We'll just wash this trailer real quick because it is going away for another year. I don't think we're going to need it for another while. Oh, it's restrictions. Just to clean it up. No point washing the Massey because it's going to go mulching. It's going to be black dirty in a minute anyway. So we'll just give this a quick clean, because it's going into the shed for another year. Stick it in beside the baler where it was. I really did think I was going to have to bale some of that field and or the straw bales, because I did not think it was going to all fit in that hayloft, but it did, surprisingly. Oh, I'm stuck, I think. Oh! Finally got it. Anywho, take that off. Run up to the store very quick. and just collect my new mulcher that I bought in the last episode and get mulching these fields. I think it's the first time we've ever mulched a field. I don't think we've done it before. So it's supposed to give an extra 5% yield bonus overall. So I believe they were at 80% yield bonus with what I was doing before, cultivating and fertilizing twice and all that sort of stuff. But I think the mulching, the rolling and the lime will bring it up to that 100% extra yield bonus. So no, we have some lime there. We probably could lime them. I don't know what sort of way you're supposed to do it in real life. I don't know if you lime first and then mulch and roll and sow and all sorts. I have no idea what's the actual order. I would probably have to look it up, do it a bit more realistic. But the way I'm going to do it is probably mulch it. I don't have a roller, so we can't roll it. And then probably lime it and then cultivate it, because you're cultivating the lime into the soil. So that makes a bit of sense to me. And then you have a fresh seed bed then on top, with the lime all mixed in with the soil, and then you sow on top of that. So that seems the logical way to me. Maybe that's wrong, I have no idea. I know with the sorghum field over there, we limed it, and then, because it was already cultivated when we bought it, and we just put lime on it and then sowed straight into the lime. I don't think you're actually supposed to do that. I don't know, but yeah, I'll have to look into that. But the way I'm going to do it is mulch it, lime it, and then we can cultivate and then sow. But yeah, I don't know when we're going to be actually sowing wheat, because wheat won't be ready till September. But if the field is ready for then, that's grand. And then canola will be going in the field beside us here. And what I'm going to sow in the sorghum field, I have no idea. Probably maybe more wheat, I don't know. Or we could go something strange, like keep knotting in it and do something like sunflowers, or soybeans, corn. Do something that we haven't done yet, maybe, in the sorghum field over there. But I am going to skip to the next day, which will be the next month. I'll probably mulch that field and lime it, and then maybe harvest the sorghum field in this episode. We'll stay going, see how we're going on time. But yeah, I'm going to skip to 9 o'clock in the morning. And we're back at 9 o'clock in August. So, we're in August. We can harvest the sorghum now, which is great. And yeah, in the next episode then we'll be able to sow the wheat in that field, because it will be ready. This has 15,000 litres of water. This has 9. Could leave that then, I suppose. I thought the bale is gone from here, so that means they need a bale. We'll get that sorted first. Yeah, we have a full bag of lime, and there's almost 300 litres. There's 298 litres in this pallet. And then a full thing of lime, 2,000 litres. So, although lime does go very, very fast, as I've learned in what we do in the other field. Maybe we might have to buy more lime, another bag. I don't know. We'll see. If we do, we will. But so with the mulching and the lime, hopefully that will make a really good yield for the wheat, because that's what we're sowing in that field. Because I need as much wheat as I can for those chickens. They are one of the biggest priorities on this farm, is those eggs. So speaking of which, I think we have another full pallet. Yeah, we do. Check these. They max out at 3,000 litres of food, is when they can't take any more. They have 2,689, which is loads. They do have 940 litres of water, so I don't actually know if that's good or bad. About 3/4. So I imagine they take about 1,500 litres of water to be full. So they're probably okay for now. We'll just lift this small bale down from the top. Yeah, this should do them. This is 3,500 litres, so it'll be interesting to see how long these last, because those big ones are 7,500, so they will definitely get quite a lot more. I will just actually tip it this way, because then it can't roll. Probably won't roll anyway, but it's just, yeah, I'll fill up their trucks. Nice. I don't think we need this telehandler over there, so we'll just chuck it in here out of the way. It's in cover, which is the main thing. Turn it off. So that's another tray of eggs. I'll just leave them here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 full trays of eggs. And they don't need food, they have loads. 7,000. That's good. Half a pallet of wheat, which is very good. I actually want to check the honey now that we skipped. I think we should have 2 full pallets. I think. Tomatoes and lettuce going strong as well. We need as much of those as possible. Because in one of the previous episodes we sold a massive bale trailer. We had all the tomato pallets, all lettuce pallets, and all 2 or 3 wool pallets. 3.5. And a load of eggs. So yeah, these are full. So I will just drag over another one. It takes quite a while to fill 2. I didn't realise 2 were in it, but just chuck that over there. And if you go there, they should start filling that one. So, oh, don't do that because that's how they glitch into the ground. Oh god. Don't do this to me, please. This is the last thing I want, is another glitched pallet. Yeah, so it's grand. They should start filling that one. And yeah, I like it. What did I want to do? Oh, mulch. No, water. Ah no, I'll leave the water for this. I'll do it either at the end of the episode or at the start of the next one. They were okay. The greenhouses are fine too. So let's get in and do a bit of mulching. I've never done this before. No idea what it does to the field. It looks like the roller, so I presume it just mulches the ground. But anyway, first time doing a bit of mulching. See how it goes. Well, there's not really much texture difference, so I don't really know where I've been. Just check and see does that do anything on the map, because I'm not wasting my time. Where are we? Here. Harvested. We need... Oh yeah, it's been mulched, it's purple. So yeah, it's actually working, which is great. Rolling we don't have. The rollers are quite expensive compared to the mulcher. We definitely might lime it after this. See, that's, I don't know what way you're supposed to do it. But anyway, we're going to mulch it, then lime it, and then cultivate it. It's just the way I'm going to do it. So hopefully it's right. Yeah, let's mulch. Yeah, it's where the straw was chopped, it didn't really seem to make much of a difference, texture wise. But as you can see, where we had the straw bale, or sorry, like the off one, where we had the straw in swats and then picked it up. Obviously, it's just the little stalks left. You can see the little tiny stalks. It's obviously mulching all those up, and it kind of looks all chopped up. So yeah, I'm going to get this field done and dusted with the mulching, and we might set a worker off. I might lime it quickly because it shouldn't take long to lime it, or oh, we can't lime with our fertilizer spreader. I forgot. We need to buy a different fertilizer spreader for that. God damn, I forgot that. Maybe we won't lime then, because I don't want to go and have to rent a different fertilizer spreader for that. So yeah, we might just mulch, and then I might get a lad off on the cultivator, and I might go harvest the sorghum, because we could just sell that straight away, because we have enough wheat and barley there for the chickens for the year, hopefully. Yeah, we can just sell the sorghum field, whatever's in it. It's a very small field, so I'm not expecting much, but yeah, I want to get this done.
I was yours for the taking. Guess I needed a home, but if I'm not mistaken, you were good on your own. Oh, and I know I But I won't put the blame on me. You're the one to be honestly, yeah. Cause you can handle emotions, so you wanna talk again, but it's time to do this my way. I don't wanna be your friend. Think we hit our expiration date. I want you to feel the weight, feel the hate that I felt when we came to an end. You don't get to call me up, tell me that you need forgiveness. You're the one who called it off, broke my heart and
Just about done this field. Perfect fit. Literally the width of the mulcher going up the last stretch. The combine did just come up with 80% full tank. So if it comes up 100%, I'll just switch over and get rid of the worker, because otherwise he'll just be sitting there costing us money. But I do just want to kind of do a row at the bottom of the other field. So I mulch this one now on myself, apart from a little tiny bit where I brought the combine over to that field to get him started. So that's that whole field mulched. Really nice looking field when it's mulched, the texture of it. So it must just break up all those little stems and stalks. Let me just change over to this. Just stop that worker. Yeah, it must break up all those little stems, like stalks that comes up out of the ground from the crop, and just gently break them up. Yeah. As for the rolling, then I presume maybe you do it after the cultivating. The cultivator kind of ruffles up the muck and the soil, so maybe the roller just puts a nicer seed bed or something. I don't really know, but I'll just go down this way. This, and then I will go across the bottom twice and then let worker off, bring over a trailer with the Valtra, empty out that the combine, and finish the harvesting myself. There's not much left to do, and yeah, get that field started to sow. I think we might need that till the next episode. I have to see what we're sowing, so might be the time to sow yet. I'm not sure. We'll check and see. Probably could put time on a bit. I didn't realise we were stuck on 0.5 time. We could shove it on a bit in the day. So there's our mulched field, looking really well. Extra 5% yield bonus is going to help, especially because it's for the chickens, so it will be great. Right, so once this is done, I will just send him up the field. Let's just kind of do the bottom like that, just because he kind of gets wrapped up around them those trees along the verge, so it's just if you run across it once or twice, it leaves a bit more of a gap so he doesn't get lapped up. And then as for the top, I don't really know why I done the top. I think it's just to be safe, because you can't trust those workers. So let me just see, is that actually making honey for that one? It hasn't yet, but it also hasn't spawned a pallet, so get this over, empty him, finish off that harvest, and we're good to go. Pulling up to the field. Thank God the pipe is actually on the right side, because if he was driving the other way, the pipe would have been over the crop. I would have had to turn it, but at least it's just here. Thank God. And just leave that there. Get into this, start it up. Unload that. This whole field will fit in this trailer. Very, very easily. And wherever's the best place to sell it, I think we're just going to sell the whole lot, because wheat and barley is for the chickens, so if we don't sell it, I mean, we've basically no income this year from the harvest, so it'll be nice to get something in. But yeah, we just have to wait for more lettuce, tomatoes and eggs and wool to generate, and That's when we get the real big income. So, I'm going to get on with this field. Finally almost done. We're at another 50% tank. So that's a nice bit of crop. Nice yield of it. I will drive the combine back because with the wide header, I couldn't let a worker go back along the main road with his header because he would definitely crash. I will just check and see what's in the store. Has anything new popped up? We don't need a cultivator. So we have a pretty decent cultivator. We could work that. It's 6 meters. Our cultivator is 5. So yeah, and we literally have barely used this, so we don't need that. The telehandler we definitely don't need, although I would have loved to have got a telehandler for 30,000 instead of paying the 100,000 that we did. Because that is the fuel or like the engine power, because we have the same telehandler but ours is electric. This one is diesel. But that's just a car trailer. We have the flatbed car trailer, which I think is a bit better because you can kind of stack and go where you want, whereas this, you're confined to just the size of the trailer. But cool trailer, handy for pallets. Unfortunately nothing there that we need. I was looking at headers. I would love a slightly bigger header for the combine. I have no issues with the combine, it's a great combine, but this 6 meter wide header, it is 6 meters or one, isn't it? Yeah. It's an awful pity, Dites. It's an awful pity there's no wider ones. These are obviously way too wide. These are like 15 meter. Yeah, that's just ridiculous. Like, I wish there was just a slightly bigger one for the Dites. It's unfortunate that you have to buy a new combine to get the 7.5 meter. It's pity there's no 7.5 meter for the Dites, because that would have been like, there's a 7.5 there for the Case New Holland and a 7.6 for the John Deere. So yeah, unfortunate. So other than that, a seeder is really the only thing that we really need, because this is just 3 meters. This is not cutting it. Or this is the one we have, 3 meters. Yeah, it's just not cutting it. Like, it's just way too small. I think this is the seeder we are going to have to go for at 6 meters. We don't quite have the horsepower for that one. 6 meters as well. Oh, well, they're both 6 meters. That holds more seed and requires like 60 more horsepower. So that, yeah, this is the one where we'd be going for. I think it is a direct drill. Yeah, no previously cultivating necessary. So this is a direct drill. We don't have to go cultivating. If it pops up in the used vehicles, definitely going to buy it. But what I actually would love to pop up in the used vehicles would be a planter. There's a 6 meter planter. That's not too bad. 150 horsepower, 60,000. Because then we could go and sow corn, sunflowers, sugar beet, cotton, and soybeans. And I presume this is like a little tank for the front linkage. Yeah, it's like a extra 2,000 litres. This must have a small tank then. 600 litres, yeah. So you kind of have to buy this. It's only 8,000, so it's not too bad. Although 6 meters is very small. Again, it's kind of 12 meters, yeah. When the more mods come out, it will be much better because we can get more medium-sized stuff. But anywho, let's combine back to the shed, get it cleaned down, and into the shed for another year because we won't need it. Yeah, I need to see where we're going with sorghum, and I could make use of this new feature to tell him to go and tip the sorghum. But we just need to see where sorghum is. Best sold. So, Marathon. I'm pretty sure that's the train. But it costs money to get the train, so is it really worth it? We could just bring it to the farm shop. Or the grain elevator. It's a tiny bit better. Yeah, I think we should bring it to the grain elevator. The GCHB grain elevator. Right, so let's get him. Create a job. Deliver the... what was that? Oh yeah. GCHB grain elevator. Loading position. Where is the grain elevator? Oh my god. That's it. Oh yeah, I was thinking that. So, go back to this. Create a job for him. Cancel. For this guy. Create a job. Deliver to the grain elevator. I don't get no looping. Loading position. I mean, I don't know what that means. Like, I don't know where the tip point is, so that's a bit silly. Right, anyway, he can go up there. Target is unreachable. Alright, okay. Create a job. What we'll do is just get him to drive to here. And when he gets there, then I can just tip it in myself and get him to drive back. I'm not sure how you get him to deliver it because I don't understand the loading position because I'm not sure where the place where you tip is. So hopefully he's coming this way. Okay. He probably will catch us because we can't go very fast. But I do like that new feature where you can get them to drive to places. It's so handy. In the older ones you had the mod called Follow Me. Which was kind of handy for bringing stuff to a field. Like if you were going to, just say, mow a grass field, you brought a mower on one tractor and brought a baler on the other. Or a windrower on the other. And you could do them all in the one go rather than driving to the field, mowing it, driving back, going back, windrowing it, going back, getting the baler, going back, baling it. It makes more sense to be able to just bring two or three tractors all at once, but you have to drive it yourself. Whereas this new feature, you just click on the tractor and he obviously has the implement and just get him to go there. It's... please don't crash into a tree. I wasn't sure whether to turn at that crossroads or not, but he seems to be going on. Hopefully he makes it. Definitely the next thing we're going to buy is that cedar. For... I think it was 103,000 euros. Oh shit, there's a car coming. Don't hit me! Oh, that was close. Oh, here's the yellow car. Please don't turn this way. Please. Oh, you would, wouldn't you? Please don't hit me. Oh, it's so tight. I think you do start off with a trailer, but I did sell it. So I wasn't planning on bringing it. Yeah. The next big thing is definitely buy that cedar. Upgrade the cedar because the one we have is very, very small. And then after that is definitely buy like a fairly big field, like 37 here beside us. I really would love that field. That's all to come in the future with all of our eggs. Let's just sell this or wash this down. You can see all the paint coming off. That's cool. From all the use. That's quite cool. Clean that. And clean this. 398 litres of diesel. Nice. Yep. I think that will do it. And park her back in the bay for another year. Really don't get much use these combines. Use them for a couple of days in the summer to harvest and then that's it. they're parked up and shut down for another year. And harvest comes again. Anywho. Yeah, so definitely get new cedar. When we sell all of these and the eggs. But that guy's done mulching, which is very good. Needs lime and needs rolling. Yes, see, we don't have either. How much are our rollers? I think they're pretty dear, that's why I bought the 40 grand for the smallest. Although it is 12 meters wide, so... yeah, we don't need something like that quite yet. Yeah, this cedar is the next thing we're buying. 109,000. Yeah, that's it. Made up my mind. Next time we have the money, that's what we're getting. He is actually just here, so I can't tell him to go away. And we've 12,924 litres of sorghum. 57% of this trailer. So we'll just go in here. And hopefully we get a couple of thousand for this. Our trailer won't hit that roof, thank God. Just some sort of an income. 14,800 for that small field. That is a very tiny field. So can't complain with that. Right, and I will just get this guy to drive back. So create a job, go to and get this location and bring him back to the yard, please. Nice. And then as for this, oh, that's lower. I meant to fold. I don't know if you have to mulch every time, or is it like plowing where you just need to do it every 3 or 4 harvests? I don't know. I'll have to look into it as well. And the same with the lime. I don't know if you have to do it every single time. I think it's more so once every like 3 harvests or whatever. Maybe I'm absolutely terribly wrong. I don't know. We'll just throw this in this corner. Nice. I think I'm pretty much done then for this episode. When that guy comes back. We have another almost or more than a half pallet of eggs. Which is great. 7,500 litres of food. They're loaded. Yeah, they have loads and loads of food. Just skip on time a little bit just to see what happens with these pallets. Yep, they're topping up this one, thank God. 170 litres. 4, 8, 12, 1,600 litres there. Funny. Nice. We have 2,500 litres of tomatoes. Plus all of these are 500. And we have not much lettuce. Lettuce is being very slow. Lettuce is worth the most. Oh, that's chocolate. Sorry. Yeah, lettuce is worth the most by a lot. So I could possibly get rid of the tomatoes and the lettuce that's here now and sell all this and all of our eggs and change this to lettuce. Take a lot longer to get money, but when we do go to sell, it will be way more because the tomatoes are just going twice as quick. There's 2,500 litres in that greenhouse, and there's still like 2 pallets here left to be filled. Here's our tractor returning. I like the way it noticed the way I blocked up that old driveway and made this new one. Very clever. So yeah, I'm hear you. I'm just going to park this here because I believe we are done. For the time being. And yeah. If you're liking the farming videos, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel to see more. And I'll catch you guys in the next episode when we possibly could be selling all of this stuff and our eggs. And maybe buying that new seeder for this sowing the wheat and barley and all our new crops for this year. Hopefully, if we get enough. So yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.